GAA President Aoghán. This is your first All-Ireland football weekend as President. It's an exciting time, isn't it?
It's an exciting time always when you get so many GAA people coming into what is for them, I suppose, the highlight of their season, the hurling final and the football final. I mean, so many things happening in the GAA, but these All-Ireland weekends, they're the public face of what happens, and there's an interest in this, not just everywhere across Ireland, but around the world. We had an international meeting yesterday of our international committee, and it's quite amazing the interest that there is in what happens here this weekend. 167 countries will be watching live on GAA Go, so this is a fabulous weekend for Irish people all in the world.
Is that something that caught you by surprise when you became president? Obviously you were fully aware of the diaspora and the fact that there was clubs all over the world and the interest, but did you realise just how intense that interest was until you went and travelled to these places?
I did, yes. It didn't catch me by surprise, and it doesn't catch any of us who are involved in GAA. The passion, the interest, the excitement that GAA generates in people everywhere. It probably does catch some people by surprise throughout the country, the level of enthusiasm in the world. I think that we'll get a very large eye-opener for that next year. In 2016 we're having the World Games back in Ireland. They'll be in the Dublin area with the finals in Croke Park running from August 7 to August 14. So far we've 65 teams from all parts of the world, from every continent except the South Pole. We've no team from there. But other than that, we have teams from everywhere. I think a lot of Irish people will then realise just how strong the international dimension is. I would be well aware of it. I've been involved at GAA at management level for quite a number of years. 20% of our membership now is outside of Ireland, and it's quite uplifting.
It's quite exciting when you think about it. What about the World Games? The first one was held, was it this year? I'm sure that was very exciting.
Well, it was wonderful. It's something that many of us have been, excitedly working on for a number of years. There have been different attempts at tournaments and different gatherings together, and we had the gathering indeed in hurling just 2 years ago. So it hasn't just come from nowhere, and people have been thinking about it, but planning it and putting a structure together isn't that easy. But it happened for us this year in Abu Dhabi, and the Middle East Board hosted it, and it was a wonderful success. And there's the debate going on within GAA. Should we do it every 2 years? Should we do it every 3 years? And where should it be? I kind of excited them all, I hope, and told them that in 2016, because of the significance of the year, we'll do it in Ireland, and then after that we'll make those decisions. But as I said to you, it's creating a fabulous, we have two particular streams to our competition, one for Irish people who are now living or domiciled outside of Ireland, and one for native born people. So they will be exciting times, and I think a lot of people in Ireland will get to realise just how strong we are everywhere in the world at the moment.
I appreciate you probably can't give a prediction given your position, but what kind of game are you expecting tomorrow?
Well, I think an All-Ireland final is always an exciting day, but it is a final, and two teams go out there simply to do what they have to do to play the game, to enjoy it, to win it. And I hope and I think it will be an exciting game of football, and everybody looks forward to that.
Must be a nice moment to hand over the cup. Obviously you've done it once, handing Liam to Joey Holden, and tomorrow you'll hand Sam to, well, who knows yet.
Well, it's nice to see enthusiasm. I mean, no matter what cup I really enjoyed last weekend, I have to say. We had the under-21 hurling final and Limerick one. That type of enthusiasm is what I love to see. It's whatever level you officiate at, it doesn't have to be an All-Ireland final. In fact, some of the happiest times I've seen have been Division 28 matches in certain parts of the country. When you see excitement, when you see enthusiasm, and when you see people having a passion and a pride in their own place, whether it's an All-Ireland final or a low-level competition, it really doesn't matter at all. It's simply seeing that excitement that gives you the satisfaction.
And obviously All-Ireland final weekend wouldn't be complete without the FBD Kilmacud Crokes All-Ireland Sevens, and it's a great buzz around here today, isn't it?
It is, and it's wonderful to see teams coming from all over Ireland to this. I think it's wonderful. Just on my way in, I met teams from Belfast, teams from Galway. That's nice to see that they gather together and that they are excited about the coming. This is All-Ireland weekend. I think that's the essential part of it. But the sevens that are taking place then it's another gathering, and a club can come together. They can have a good, exciting, stiff competition, pit their wits against the best of what's on offer, and have a social side to it as well. I think the fun is very important, and we should never lose sight of that. The recreational element of the GAA is very essential, and the clubs will show us that this evening when this competition's over.
It's something you spoke about in your speech in Cavan when you were inaugurated, being a GAA person at whatever level and whatever way you can be, and it's something you're off to now, wheelchair hurling. Participation is what it's all about.
Well, it is, yeah. I will be going out to see the wheelchair hurling in Clontarf, and that's fantastic, because it doesn't matter who you are or what you are in the GAA once you get enjoyment and pleasure from it. And whether you're in the All All-Ireland football final at senior level tomorrow, or whether you're taking part in the sevens in junior or in intermediate, or in the case here in Kilmacud in senior level, or indeed in the wheelchair hurling or football, it doesn't matter. You're a GA member, you're participating, and there are people organising it, there are people involved in the administration of it, and everybody's helping out, and it gives a great uplift to people, and there's a great enthusiasm and positivity in people when they're involved in GA.
GA President Aoghán Fearghall, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you, Soft,